Hi all, a very good morning on the last day of 2020, 31st December. And what we are doing today, we are still working. Warriors never stop. We will also not stop. So, today on the last day of this year, I have beautiful panelists with me and the viewers also. So, good morning, namaskar, good evening, good day to all. We are discussing about a very important topic today. Do extracurricular activities plays an important role in students' development? So I have my panelists over here, Ms. Shilpa Sawan, Ms. Rakesh Dutt, Ms. Shivani Sahani, and Ms. Bharti Sharma. So I welcome you all, the entire audience and the speaker panelists, and Ms. Shreya from FunKids India and Mr. Gagan Rana, the founder of FunKids India. So, to start with the session, I would request Mr. Rana to share a brief introduction about the FunKids India and why are we here today on this platform. So, over to you, Mr. Rana.
Okay, before I start, I would like to thank you and congratulate all the team leaders and principal to coming to on our platform FunKids India, which is India's first online and mobile video channel just for kids and families. So today's 31st, and still we are here showing that how professional we all are, and it's an example to everybody that whenever work is required, we do it because work always comes first, then play. So here I start sharing my screen, and then we go from there. Okay, hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
All right, so I'll just put it here a little bit. Yes, so FunKids India, it's a safe, fun learning channel for kids and families. We are entertainment channel for the age group from newborn to 19 years of age, and we educate and entertain children with various fun and creative activities, and it's a safe digital home for a child. And family can also join for to with their kids for a positive, fun learning time. So that's our key thing: positive, fun learning shows. As you can see on the right, uh, there are lots of pictures where all the school principals, students, they have participated in our events. And on the bottom, you will see funkids.in, which is our primary website and our social media platform, and our mobile app, which we are working on at the moment. Next one. So you see me with Soumya Tandon and Ashif Sheikh, who are kind of our ambassador uh, for FunKids India. And on the right-hand side, you will see the introduction video from them, where they're explaining what FunKids India is all about and why somebody should go on our platform and watch it. So I request you and your student to just watch this video and have just more understanding about FunKids India. So this is me again with Soumya Tandon. We are about to announce something amazing, which is this.
Yeah.
So this is India's emerging talent, De Hunar Ko Pehchan, where we help emerging talent to get deserved platform. So it's an online show with grand finale coming in April. So which we'll discuss in a detail, where we uh, interview or allow various talent across the world to showcase their talent. And in 2020 is of course the last day. So in 2020, all the awards will be called as First Fun Academy Awards, and from 1st of January, we'll switch to Second Fun Academy Award. So these awards are in category we'll call Fun Academy, and every year they keep rolling and advancing to 1-1. Okay, so before I start, so I just want to share the screen on leads. We have got just on Facebook we have got 2,000 plus lead, which is 21946 to be precise on Facebook, where all the children from the US, America, US, England, Mauritius, India have shown the interest in the leads in there. On right hand side we have Soumya Tandon with Arush Tandon. He's an amazing author, just age of 10. He came on our platform. And bottom left, you see me or my interview with Ujjwal Trivedi. We're just talking about FunKids India and India's emerging talent, and why somebody should be participating in this show. And on the right bottom, Pavni Arora from City World School in Punjab. She is a voice of Punjab, and she got amazing voice. And she came on a platform, and we are singing a New Year's song. We are making our New Year's song, so which is going to be shot tomorrow. So it's coming, releasing out tomorrow for the new year. So it's sung by Pavni Arora, and it's a melodious song. We'll forward that song to you all, so you can also have a quick glimpse of it. Okay, Adrika Goyal again from DPS Gwalior, Presidential Award winner. She also came our platform. Arustan from London, a beautiful author. Then Ms. Madhiratta, Anushka Madhiratta, she from DAV Public School from Faridabad. Or, again, orator Shanvi, and so many other one like in quiz, acting, and all that. So many talents coming up, as you have seen. Just we have got 2,000 plus leads on Facebook and similar on Instagram and everywhere. So we have got lots of interest from students around the world. And as I mentioned, it's from newborn to 19 years of age. So we have 6 main categories: baby and toddler, which is from newborn to 4 years; kids, which is from 4 plus to 12 years of age; and teens are teens from 13 to 19. So we have a one small bracket of age group in that. And these are those categories, talent categories where they can participate: acting, dancing, singing, stand-up comedian, poet, speed cuber, spelling champion, best quiz player. And any talent which doesn't fit in these 9 categories, they come into fantastic categories. Anything, like whether you are a sketcher or a runner or a cricketer, or different type of fun activity, whatever, but it should have some X factor to it. So that's what the key criteria for it. It should be X factor, it should be entertaining, and hopefully there should be a learning in that as well. We just don't do India's emerging talent. De Hunar Ko Pehchan. We do our own shows. As you can see, we have produced this amazing video, 12 steps to prevent coronavirus spread, Jadoo Ki Jappi, which is a great message of friendship. And we have a teaser. We have shows on Republic Day, best national anthem. We make music videos as well. Dal Boy is one of the first one we made. It's an amazing song where we can just watch. And the few other shows we also make. And hopefully, if we have time, we'll play this best teacher songs, which is our again on production, and it'll be great. We also do a 2 series, Motu Master series and Raja Bhaiya Rani Didi series, which is fun learning shows where there's always a learning and fun into that. Now, you will see our kind of innovative step, which we did just in last Christmas. We had our Fanta Claus, which is fun plus Santa, so Fanta Claus from FunKidsIndia. So he was traveling, you can see on the bike on a Harley Davidson in Connaught Place in central Delhi with my team. Yeah, as you can see on the bottom right, he was a star of the show. Even people coming to that, of course, we have to following all the guidelines and all that, but they're still coming and taking pictures and selfies, as you can see on the bottom right. So that was happening all day, and it was really, really fun activities for everybody. So we're also coming up probably with a New Year event like that. So we'll keep coming up some amazing fun events, where we just tell the COVID, we are not afraid, we move on. You can't stop us, you can't. Okay, this is an old photo, but still relevant, of the team. And these are the contact us where you can reach us. So it's my number is there as well in the bottom. I'm from London at the moment. I'm just talking to you from London. It's 6 a.m. in the morning almost. So yeah, but it's good to have this kind of session with such a amazing people like you. So yeah, over to you, Rabia. I'm just stopped sharing my screen. Yeah, sharing my screen. So here we go.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Ma'am, you're muted.
All right. So here I start. I would like to first introduce our panelist speakers. To start with, Principal Shilpa Sawant, the high school principal at Pune and a blog writer. With over 20 years of experience in the education field, Shilpa Sawant, is the current principal of a CBSE based school in Pune. She shares her insights about leading a school and the world of education. Being a psychology student, she has an urge to prep into the minds of people. She tries to analyze why a person behaves, acts, dresses, talks, remains silent, has a fetish for, even why he is or she is. She creates an email ID weirdly. Wow. She enjoys being a teacher and would keenly change her teaching methodology with a few garnishing of humor. However, she found somewhere that she had limitations as a teacher's time with students, as it's a short lived life. Her hunger to lead to this position of a school principal, where she cannot be limited to any particular class or a period. Moreover, she she is authorized to mentor them wisely for their academic growth. She is a keen observer and a sensitive educator. She is a strict disciplinarian and efficient mentor to all students and teachers as well. Wonderful, ma'am. I really like that kind of psychology, how you want to and what you want to do exactly. That was a wow
Yes.
factor, actually.
Thank you.
Amazing. Now we come to Miss Bharti Sharma. Resilience mastery, spiritual healer, poetess, edupreneur, philanthropist, lifelong learner, motivational speaker, try to make difference in people's life. In her words, my purpose is to inspire and empower people to live their highest vision in the context of love and joy. Dynamic educational leader with 14 years of experience in teaching, motivating learning environment, and developing staff and students. She comes from a humble background and nurtures a sense of pride in her roots that lie in the great tradition. Strongly believes that the young generation is truly sincere, dedicated, and keen to adopt new practices of learning. They can enter any challenging arena and achieve success if they receive focused attention, inspiring atmosphere, and a bit of extra care. She is of the view that in order to educate the young generation in the present scenario, the education providers, that is the teachers, should also be regularly updated, trained, and motivated. Only then there's a possibility to convert the young generation into responsible, confident, and self-reliant youth of the country. She has an indefatigable spirit, aggressive in her style of working, vigorous in pursuing her objectives, and always committed to put all her energy and resources to work till the goal is achieved. She is courageous and works with utmost passion, honesty, dedication, and integrity. Wonderful, ma'am. Thank you so much for being with us here. Coming to Ms. Shivani Sahani, a seasoned principal, dynamic professional with 18 years of extensive experience in primary education, HR, project management, relationship management, team development, training, sales and marketing operations, distinction of execution distinction of executing policies and setting up standards and implementing strategies and achieving desired results. Creative mindset with an eye for detail and quest for continuous improvement. Possess strong interpersonal communication, presentation, and analytical skills, and exceptional talent for problem solving and ability to handle multiple functions and activities in high pressure environments with tight deadlines. An effective self motivated team player, keen to utilize experience, knowledge, and skills in furtherance of the goals of an organization in HR operations, sales and marketing operations, training and development, customer satisfaction, and relationship management. An excellent track record of achievement and exceptional planning and executional skills, coupled with systematic approach and quick adaptability. Wonderful, ma'am. Thank you so much, Shivani ma'am, for being with us today.
Thank you, Rabia. Thank you. I'm humbled.
And Now, our last but not the least panelist, Miss Rakesh Dutt. Again, a seasoned principal. She's a seasoned principal with over 40 years of experience in the education industry. Has taught at prestigious colleges of Delhi University and has been the principal of St. Columba's School for over 10 years in Delhi. And now she's moved to Canada and she'll start working in one of the Canadian schools. So thank you so much, ma'am, for taking out time to being with us on this panel. And
Thank you.
now, I think we should start with the question and answer sessions round. I have already, I think, introduced Mr. Rana with us. So, Mr. Rana would give another brief introduction in the midst of the session about a unique talent show that the Fun Kids India is coming up with, India's emerging talent, De Hunar Ko Pehchan. So, first, let's start with some question and answers. And my first question goes to Ms. Rakesh Dutt. The question for you, ma'am, is are extracurricular activities good for students?
So first of all, good morning to everyone, and I'm very delighted to be with so many distinguished personalities and those who are online. So before we get into the nitty-gritty of is good for student, ECA is good for student or not, we should know the meaning of extracurricular activity. Extra means on the outside, and curricular means regular syllabus, regular curriculum means the activities those fall outside the scope of our regular curriculum are called extracurricular activity. So some parents and some students fear that they worry that it may hurt their party by participating in extracurricular activity, it may hurt their academic grade. But no, it is not like this. By participating in extracurricular activity, it will improve your academic grades. It will help your children to build their skill outside the classroom and develop general academic and soft skill. Like if you participate in debate, it will help in public speaking. If you participate in competitive exam, it will give you examination strategies, regarding board exam or so many exams. And this sports means it will give you teamwork. And by balancing all number of commitment at same time or different time, it will improve your time management skill, which is very necessary during your lifetime, for all the lifetime. And it may helps, it will improve your self-confidence. And once the confidence is improved, you may opt for, you will be able to go for all aspects of life. You may take risk in all aspects of life. And if you want to get admission in good universities or your dream universities or dream colleges, it is also very helpful because there are extra grade for ECA, and it will help you to take break from the studies and freshen your mind also, and limit the hour of sitting, spending your hours sitting before TV and doing WhatsApp and Facebook and everything. And it is good for it look good for resume also. It tells your story to the employer who you are and for what cause you care about. Like if you are a debater in your college, it means you have managerial skill, you have leadership skill, you can discuss on professional points, and means you are successful both outside and inside of your classroom. And it may diversify it will broaden the diversity of word. You can make, by participating in extracurricular activity, you can make new friends, and it will be a fun, and it will increase your network, which will be beneficial for getting your jobs, help in finding out the jobs, and it will be a fun for you. It will explore your passion and unblock your passion you may never knew you had, and means it is necessary or it is useful in all the aspects of life, whether you are going for admission in, you are going to take admission in college, or you are going to find out any job. So according to me, and for me also, I am one of the example, like my parents encouraged me to take the extra part in extracurricular activities, and I took part, and now it will that now I have become self confident, and that communication skill is there in me. So here there are 45 stories in my condo, and three concierges are there, and I doubt he hardly knows the name of any person, but all the three person, whenever I pass through this corridor, everyone say, how are you, Rakesh? They know my name because I used to talk, because uh, I used to talk with everyone, no problem. So I request the parents that extracurricular activities are good. This, thank you.
Wonderful, ma'am. Very nicely explained with the real life example of yours. Actually, you have created your identity with the help of these extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, ma'am. And my next question goes to Miss Bharti. Ma'am, according to you, what activities can be considered as extracurricular activities?
Namaste, everyone. It's my honor and privilege to be part of this talk. So I'm going to learn from everybody here, more experience than me. Thank you so much, Rabia. Thank you, Gagan sir. Thank you. So, Rabia, for me, like the activities which you can pursue outside the classrooms, that are known as the extracurricular activities. But those extracurricular activities should involve some collaborative effort, and collaborative efforts of head, heart, and hands. Basically, the 3H, which we says. And then these 3H, using these 3H, there should be some learning outcome after every activity in the form of 3S: Shiksha, Sanskar, and skill. That means after every activity, what Shiksha, the moral value which you are getting, okay, what Sanskar you are getting, and then what are the skill you are going to learn after every activity. Sometimes kids think that watching a movie or playing a video game is an extracurricular activity, but these activities are known as the recreational activities. They are not adding value addition to someone's life. Yes, but you can make these activities and extracurricular activities. Like suppose I'm very, very good in yoga, but then it doesn't count. But if I start a YouTube channel of mine teaching others about the benefits of the yoga, then this become an extracurricular activity because it's having a value additions in someone's life. Similarly, if you're going for the movies every weekend with your friend, again it will not count. But after a movie, you start a film club or movie club, suppose in a school, where after every movie you have some reflections. Okay, what are the things which I have learned after watching like Rani Lakshmi Bai? So yes, it will become an extracurricular activity. So the way ma'am has told that, yes, so they you learn about the time management with the help of these activities. So these activities are very, very important: visual and performing arts, music, writing, politics, maths and science, sports, jam activity. Just a minute. So like in my school, I am doing one of the activity, jam activity. So whenever I say, okay, we will do the jam activity, so the children get very excited. Jam activity, what is that, ma'am? So jam will stand for just a minute activity. So these are the extracurricular activities. So I don't have much to say for this question, Ravia. So thank you. I hope I'm able to convey the message.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Perfectly. I mean, such a beautiful explanation and insightful information you have shared. The jam activity, something new actually. So yes, of course, we are because of this pandemic. I think we have become more innovative in these things, and yes, we can, as I said, that we are all learning from each other. So yes, a wonderful explanation. Just a wow factor you have again created, a jam activity. So thank you so much, ma'am. And the next question goes to Ms. Shilpa Sawan. The question for you, ma'am, is how would you motivate the students to participate in these extracurricular activities?
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. It's 12 o'clock, and I'm thankful to Fun Kids India and Rabia to give me this platform of sharing my views. To motivate, what I feel that to each and every student, like, a child, to keep him motivated, you require a motivated parent as well. Motivated parent as well as the motivated teacher as well. So the things which a parent should keep in mind at first, try to understand, make find an activity that a child would like. It is not just randomly that just because the parent likes that activity, that is why the same thing he will keep on pushing it up with the child. It shouldn't be that. So find that activity. It can be a small activity, otherwise a bigger one. It depends upon the child's likes. Second thing is, make sure that they try and not give up, because the basics of everything, whether it is learning even pottery. So what I believe that carpeted floors and AC classrooms do not help at all. The children should get dirty, their hands should get dirty, their feet should get dirty. This is the way they learn, and extracurricular activities really help for them. So it happens that the child, at the first session or the second session, first session it might be very exciting, because it can be an icebreaker. Second time, like, he will feel a little bit of low and he will not like it. But then here the parent's role comes into it, where the parent should see that the child doesn't give up. Then one more thing, the parent should remember that you don't have to force the child. Come on, you have to, just because the parent must have paid some amount or something for the fees for the extracurricular activity, that is why the parent is keeping on pushing the child that, okay, you have to do it. Don't force him, because then the child become miserable. The psychology of the student is that way, that when the person is liking it, because of your forcing it and making him going too far, and that is why it happens that the child loses interest. The next thing it is that the parent should also remember that the parent should not get too much involved in that activity. Give him some time. It should not be that, okay, no no beta, you have to do it this way, not that way. So let the coach decide, let the trainer decide. The parent shouldn't keep on pushing that child, okay, you have to do it. No, because then the child also loses interest for this. Then also understand your child's limits. That is also very, very important. Don't push him so much. This is in a, you can say, a point where this is a point of view of the parent. Point of the view of a trainer or a coach or a teacher, it is like the first thing which comes into mind, that the teacher has to think like a salesman. How his activity could be very much, you have to explore it, show it to the children, and the children should be motivated, should be attracted towards that activity. Now if we see the cricket, a child might be enjoying watching cricket, but he might be not enjoying going to the field, going to the because he might be quite a cocoon type of a child, where he doesn't like to be on the ground. But yes, cricket means so many things. It means that collecting the data. If he wants to make a career not as a cricketer, but he wants to be in a in a cricket field, so he can be so many things. So the salesman, that is the trainer, the coach, has to show him this entire thing, this entire picture. This picture is big. Then also the trainer has to customize it, because each child is different. Like how we are having our 5 fingers, everybody is different. So you have to customize it as per the student. So the trainer, the coach, has to remember this. One more thing is, develop the leadership qualities in that. When the teacher understands that, okay, this child might be a bit bullying around or quite bossy, make him the leader. He will do wonders for the team. So that is the way. And then also build traditions. That is also very important for a trainer, because when a trainer builds traditions, like every come on, every third Saturday we are going to have this kind of meet, where each and every child will perform, so they will be so much motivated to go into that extracurricular activity. So I feel this is the best motivation from the teacher side as well as from the parent.
Very rightly said, ma'am. Very rightly said. I mean, the point you made that a teacher has to act as a salesperson, that you created again a wow factor. Another, unique something you have shared here on this platform. Thank you so much for that. And
Thank you.
now I come to Miss Bharti once again. So, the Ms. Bharti, the question for you is, though I think most of the panelists have already answered that question, but I really want you to give some more insightful explanation, detailed information about that. Why students should join the extracurricular activities?
See, why they should join? One liner answer is because it sparks the inspiration. Okay. And these activities are going to help the kids. They will be finding going to take admission in college and universities, or they are going to find jobs in different organizations, because people over there are looking for such type of thing. They evaluate a candidate on the basis of that what type of activity or the hobbies that candidate is pursuing. They care less about what the activity is all about, but yes, they care more about what it says about them, because they are looking for only three things: passion, leadership, and impact. So directly or indirectly, when the child pursue an extracurricular activities, they are developing these skills of passion, leadership, and impact in their lifestyle. And then, moreover, the way ma'am has told that yes, they teach you about the practical skills like time management. Now, if I give you my example, I love dancing. So, so when I dance, I feel that I have a control over my body. So I am the master of my body. So when I have a full control over my body, that means I have full control over my mind. And indirectly, I have a full control over my senses. So now body, mind, and senses, they are in coherence with each other. Okay. So I have not given the remote control of my life in someone's hands. It is with me only. So you have to learn this thing that your remote control should be with you on. So when you pursue any activity, it may be a poetry, or maybe a debate, or maybe a gardening, or a cooking, or maybe painting. So these activities are going to train you how to have full control over your mind, body, and senses. And they are very, very important to become a complete personality in your life. And then you show, because whenever you go for the admissions, and again the employers, you have to show them with the diverse extracurriculum profile that yes, you are very, very dynamic, you're very passionate and a dedicated person, and you will be adding a value addition for that organization. Being a principal, when I interview a candidate, I always look, yes, teaching to anybody can do, but extra skill that teacher will be going to uh, give to my kids, that becomes very, very important. Because if my teacher is dull, she is not pursuing, he or she is not doing any such type of activity, he's sitting in the cocoon, तो मेरे बच्चों को कैसे बटरफ्लाई बनाएगी? तो पहले आपको खुद को बनना पड़ेगा बटरफ्लाई, so then only आप किसी और को बटरफ्लाई बना सकते हो. That is a very, very important thing. You have to have that sense of doing these type of activity. You have that sense of control over of your life. Now, whenever I feel stressed, because it happens, see, every day is not same, na? Goody days are not there. Some days like you feel stressed, so I play a music and I dance. So I deal with my stress, I remain calm, I remain passionate, I have that inner peace with me. So because these are the skills which child has to learn. Now if we take an example of this current year of 2020, like for the month of April and May, there was a complete lockdown for 2 months. So your degrees, maybe PhD, my even MSc, BA degree, MA degree, of no value. चाहे उसको आप डस्टबिन में डाल दो. But then how I was able to cope up with that situation, because I was having some activity, because I'm a good painter, so I'm a good dancer, so I spend my time doing such type of activities. So I was able to cope up with the stress that whatever I was listening, oh, COVID ho jayega, virus aa jayega. So you have to learn these skills, and these are the 21st century skills. So, but being a principal of the school, I have to give exposure to the kids at this level. Because if I say to somebody that, okay, now you go and learn a skill, not. you will say अब तो मेरी age हो गई है, अब कोई थोड़ी time नहीं है learn करने का. So when the kids are at the age of 3 years to 14 years or 15 years, that is the right and appropriate time where you can give exposure to such kind of different activities. So the child do all the different set of activities and find out, okay, now I'm good in singing, I'm good in dancing, I'm good in painting, whatever. But then as a leader, I'm supposed to give that exposure to my kids. Yeah. Thank you, Rabia.
That was so beautiful, ma'am. Very beautifully. You expressed yourself and why these extracurricular activities are important for the kids to learn. Basically, these extracurricular activities are the skills that we learn to cope up with the challenges of life, to be there and to upscale ourselves, to groom ourselves at every point of time. Beautifully said, ma'am. And before I proceed, I would request Mr. Rana, as we are talking about extracurricular activities and why are they important. So, Mr. Rana, I would really request you to please share a brief about the India's emerging talent show, De Hunar Ko Pehchan, so that our panelists can understand that why we have to register the students for this particular show. Mr. Rana, over to you.
Thank you, Rabia. What an amazing session we are having. Such an insightful learning and from the experience and real life adventures and experience. So yeah, that's what Funk is all about. We give the platform to these extracurricular activities. We spoke about singing, dancing, painting, debate, poet, and all that. So that's what we gave the platform to all the children around the world to come and showcase your talent. And we give this opportunity to everyone from newborn to 19 years of age. So academics are important, absolutely, but equally extracurriculum are equally important as well. And when you do both them together, you complete the whole. Otherwise, it's just imbalance, I would say, because people generally, need to find their talent early age, as Madam said, from 3 years to 14 years of age. That's a critical time. So we need to be careful as a teacher, as a parent, and even self, that what talent we have. And we as a school, as a education bodies, need to help in identifying that talent and give the required support so that these amazing children can become what they are, what they really are. Because somehow this talent remains hidden, and we at India Emerging Talent, the Hunar Ko Pehchan, we give this platform. As you have already seen, that we have got so many leads, so many interests around the world for this amazing thing. Because what we are doing is great. It's especially during this pandemic time, we are giving a bit something, a platform to do this extracurricular activity in a different way, which is more suitable because they are at home. So from home they can do these activities, and we ask them to come on Zoom, so that they can showcase the talent in the group stage round, which we are doing at the moment. And we are having grand finale in April for 2020. So I would like to invite all of you to be the part of that. So we'll send the VIP invitation. We're planning to have it in Delhi face to face, if all okay. Otherwise, it'll be hybrid, face to face as well, and on Zoom as well. So we need to plan for that. So it is going to be amazing exposure for anybody who is a part of this, and anybody who wins it. It's a kind of a storyteller about the child, about the school, about the parent, about the state, about the place they live. Because this is an international platform. You've seen Megan and Arush from London are participating. They are the poet and authors. So similarly, it's going to be a great platform. So I request all US team, leaders to drill down this information to your school and child, because I think today's 31st. So today is kind of a last day for registration for 2020 awards. And from 1st of January, we are starting for our second Fun Academy Awards. So they, if they can participate today, it's great. We have the coupon valid till today. Otherwise, from if they don't register, then let us know. If we have spaces, we will may be able to entertain and enroll the child for this 2020 awards. So it's amazing, it's fun, it's learning, and It's a beautiful thing for on a CV if you win it, and it's a beautiful thing for school to showcase. That's one thing. Second thing is, of course, as you've seen, uh, we have so many interests on our website, on our platform, and it's an opportunity for school to advertise with us, to sponsor any of the event they want to, and which Shreya and I will be touch, so that we can help your school to promote yourself on international platform, and it will help you admissions. So that if your child win, then you will be specially promoted on our platform.
Thank you, Mr. Rana. Thank you so much for giving a brief and the detailed information about the India's talent, emerging talent, and their Hunar ko Pehchan. So I think we have got a lot of clarity about this show. And moving to the next question, which I have for Miss Shivani Sahani. So, ma'am, the question for you is, what are the most popular after-school activities?
Thank you so much, Rabia, for extending this question. And my gratitude towards the organizing members as well as to you. Thank you so much. So my fellow principals have shared great insights about the extracurricular activities, and almost everything has been covered. But when we talk about engaging children in after-school activities, the most common ones that come across our mind is making the students join some sports academies like that of football, badminton, cricket, basketball, swimming, skating, etc. In the area of sports, when about, there are others that are gaining momentum these days, which include chess, carom, athletics, yoga, shooting, aerobics, uh, and Zumba, even Zumba. So, other than sports, what parents prefer is that their child to attend some music classes, maybe like that of guitar, keyboard, tabla, all of these things, bongo. So theater classes, other hobby classes like art and craft, culinary, and various dance forms classes are being generally attended by the students, which are after the school. To an extent, these days, the self-defense training workshops have also becoming popular. Besides these workshops, there are centers which are opening for the development of life skills in children. I know one of them, and I've been associated with that. That is Dolphin Pod. So these are after-school activity centers enhancing the life skills in the children. Now, when I talk about the meaning of extracurricular activities or after-school activities, it is seeing a huge change, a shift. So what I mean to say with that is that almost anything that a child is actively and productively involved is called a extracurricular activity. As one of our members here very rightly pointed about, I guess Miss Bharti had pointed that out about the movie club. So watching a movie without any purpose is recreation. But when it comes to a movie club thing, it becomes a extracurricular activity. So meaning anything that a child is actively engaged in and productively in a meaningful manner engaged in is become a extracurricular activity. So these activities not only help in developing the skills and attitudes, besides they also help in developing the talents, interests, and passions. And they teach practical skills, as very rightly said, about time management, leadership, but also emotional skills like that of empathy and resilience. Such activities again had been mentioned. They help creating a child a very strong profile for not only the admissions to the higher institutes but even while seeking jobs later on, because when somebody is applying for a job for the first time, obviously there is lack of experience, but what at that point in time is seen or taken into consideration is these extracurricular activities, as in how productively and meaningfully the child was engaged in the extra time that the child had. What was a child a contributor to his or her own learning as well as a contributor to the society. So I mean, to name a few of the extracurricular activities or the activities that are taken up by children post their school hours they include a lot of clubs like eco club, environment club, robotics, etc. Then learning a foreign language, it also enhances the portfolio. Community services, which may include volunteering or which may include fundraising, blogging, YouTubing, developing gaming apps, even doing internships. So I would say all of these things, the list is endless. As I mentioned, the meaning has changed. It is anything and everything that a child is doing beyond the school boundaries is called an extracurricular activity or after school activity. So that's what I would like to mention about the extracurricular activities that are there where the children are involved these days.
Amazingly, ma'am. Very rightly and very detailed information, insightful explanation, like you mentioned about the internships and everything. And I mean, a lot of things you actually shared, YouTubing. So this is the new activity which the students are doing. So thank you so much for such a beautiful information, ma'am. Now I come up to Miss Rakesh Dutt for another question of ours. The next question for you, ma'am, is what are school-related activities?
Like it's a academic or social or any other activity in which the student participation is must. And in our school or in the all the school, we have student government, like student council association, like involving all the student to the life of the organization, life of the school or educational institution. And every student is considered a important part in considered an important part of organization, and give him the right to vote to elect some representative. It helps in developing leadership and citizenship qualities. Like we may have service clubs, like involved in community services, voluntary service, like volunteering in hospitals or in this old age houses. Then we may have arts, like in arts we may have band activity and choral, orchestra, drama. And we may have literary activity like debate, extempore, and reading, writing, poem competitions. And we may have clubs like eco club, science club, robotic clubs, and so many clubs. So these are the school related activities.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing the details of the activities we have in school. The next question I have for Ms. Shilpa Sawant, and the question for you is how do extracurricular activities help the social skills?
Okay, thank you for the question. The social skills, when we are talking about this, now we know that because of this pandemic year, the students were in the houses. They were, you can say they were blocked. So somewhere or the other, to remove them out of that, we are going to have a very big and a very difficult task. So like in my school, like in Crimson Anisha Global School, we have a lot of organic farming, where the students are coming into it and getting their hands dirty, which I said. And they have a lot of experimental learning. So these are the things which help a lot in helping in building up the social skills. Like it first thing, it will be the icebreaker, because this is the one quality which comes in extracurricular activities, the icebreaker quality, which is very, very important, because now the students are all, you can say, locked in their homes. When they come over there, they might be having a lot of temper tantrums, and the fights, it is going to happen. And there was a cartoon which was sent to me 2 months back or something like that, like in a classroom. I suppose that most of you all must have seen it, that children are wearing the mask, and then they say, I want that color mask. Other one says that my mask has fallen somewhere, or something like that. So it's a humorous thing, but then of course it is serious as well, considering the situation now. So developing the social skills, it can be that they will learn how to problem solve also, problem solving skills, then even to calm themselves. Extracurricular activities are definitely going to help for all these things, because they will receive a well-rounded, or we can say an holistic approach for the development of the child. uh, well, also the personality development also, Then, as Rakesh ma'am and Shivani ma'am said, that the list goes on, and where the time management. Because I remember I had seen this movie. I suppose most of you all must have seen it. Otherwise, read the book of Cheaper by the Dozen, where there are 12 children, and the parents are, telling them, how exactly you are going to manage the time. When you're tying the shoelaces, you are going to eat your breakfast, and that type of, so definitely extracurricular activities is going to help for this as well. Even there are students who are having a bit of learning disabilities. Otherwise, they're having some kind of, problems, psychological problems. The extracurricular activities will develop this also. Like, there might be students who are having dyslexia, but when they are, calm, and when they concentrate more on these activities, they will be, you can say that these things are going to encourage them. Then they're going to provide the life skills, as well as instill the cooperation, how the students are going to, build up a team, build up leadership skills in them. These are the social skills which are definitely going to build up because of the like the extracurricular activities. Like, you can say the pottery, otherwise even flower arrangement. They can be like, some students can bring some lilies, and some students can, have a nice decoration of that. It can be just their imagination, where we know that, extracurricular activities does not have a structured platform. It is always unstructured. So it depends, because we don't have majority of the students, like we have an attendance sheet or something. So the coach decides that, okay, yesterday we had 20 students, but today we are having 12 students. So how are we going to, build up a team, and generate whatever, how are we going to inculcate those kind of skills? So these are the things which is very, very helpful. So the student does not have the that you can say in his mind that, okay, today we are going to do this. He has to come and he has to see, and that is the best thing of extracurricular activities. And this will definitely build their social skills, even their the vocabulary skills and their memory skills, to build up their memory. So this is all very important. Thank you.
Very beautifully explained, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Yes.
And as we are just going to end the session, it's already 12:28. I would request Mr. Rana to play a beautiful and inspiring song for our panelists, for the teachers, for the educators, for the principals. It's very inspiring. It's very motivational. It's very soothing. So, Mr. Rana, please, over to you.
Rabia,
Please play.
can I interrupt for a while?
Yes, ma'am. Please tell me.
Actually, I would like to take a minute of yours, I mean, everybody, because I would like to discuss the biological, impact. There was like, I was waiting for that question since already that a lot of part of it has been covered. In fact, that ma'am had covered that effect of extracurricular activities on academics. But what I wanted to share was that there are if I could get that minute, so let me just take the permission
Yeah,
for
yeah,
because
sure,
of
ma'am.
the
Sure.
time. Okay. So basically, what happens is because this is a very technical aspect that I think all the parents and all the students need to understand, which we generally do not take into consideration. So it's basically there are four neurochemicals which are generally generated in our body due to these extracurricular activities. Now, when I talk about these four neurochemicals, these are the acronym is given as DOSE, which is dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin. So, what happens is that when a child follows or practices his or his interests like music, dance, sports, etc., these activities they help them stimulate the brain of the child, and the child achieves the sense of pleasure due to the secretion of dopamine. While playing sports, being involved with others in the collaborative tasks, the children establish positive, meaningful social connections, as very well mentioned by Shilpa ma'am. Right. So when the children are bringing in these kind of social connections, establishing these social connections, here there is the release of oxytocin. What happens here is that it increases the sense of bonding and connection amongst them. Now, when we are involving students in athletics or doing exercises or carrying out multiple activities, mandalas, meditations, yoga, all of these things make children mindful. Not just that they make children mindful, there is a release of endorphin and they feel an effect of calmness and relaxation. So this basically takes away the stress and the pain that the child might be going through because of the heavy load of studies and all of those things. Then when we talk about learning new skills like coding and all, that has been increasing these days. So when a child is learning these new skills, what is happening is that there is enhancement of the feeling of self-esteem and confidence, which is there due to the release of serotonin. So all of these four hormones, which are very rightly called as happy hormones, they help in improving the mood, the energy levels, and bring the sense of happiness and positive attitude in children. With the regular rush of these neurochemicals, the performance levels of children definitely increase many folds, not just in academics, but in all the co-curricular activities as well. So I thought that this is a very technical aspect of it, which we generally skip and the parents are may not be aware of. So I thought to touch this upon. So thank you so very much for giving me this.
Wow. Just wow, man. Oh God, that there was four hormones. You have integrated science also now in the fun learning activity, the extracurricular activities. That is amazing, amazing, man. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful information.
Thank
I
you
think
so
most of
much.
us have got a lot of learning today. So, with this, I would request Mr. Rana to play a beautiful song for all of us, for the viewers, for the panelists, for everybody.
Yep, that's when I start sharing my screen and we go from there. Okay, so this is our website, funkids.in, where we have all the shows, which is our primary platform. And here you can see all these recording of the participants, like Adrika, I mentioned, Pavni Arora from Voice of Punjab, who came on IIT. And yes, this is a song which is sponsored by Sea Journey, which is an award-winning global e-communication and e-classes solution platform. So yeah, if you're interested, they are the primary platform. Can please be in touch, and we'll able to help you, to get this application for your school, which help you to communicate with your student. And of course, they have integrated Zoom on the back. So rather than having two different applications, you can just have one C Journey application and the main application C Journey, and then you can, as a school, you can do e-communicate with your students. Okay, so here's a song which is the best teacher songs ever, and let me just start playing it. हम आज जो भी बन पाए हैं आपकी मेहरबानी है, जो सपने सच कर दिखाए हैं आपकी मेहरबानी है, जीना सिखाया आपने होमवर्क के बहाने, ईश्वर का रूप हो सर्दी की धूप हो, तुमसे ही आगे बढ़ता ये जहां, ज्ञान के सागर हो सच के साथी हो, teachers, we can't thank you enough, teachers, तुमसे ही है जहां, teachers, we can't thank you enough, teachers, तुम ही हो मेरे भगवान। तुम्हारा शुक्रिया, तुम मेरे भगवान, लिखना पढ़ना आगे बढ़ना सीखा तुमसे, तुम्हारा एहसान है
मुझ पे सदा जीना सिखाया मैंने होमवर्क के बहाने ईश्वर का रूप हो सर्दी की धूप हो teachers we can't thank you enough teachers तुमसे ही है जहां teachers we can't thank you enough teachers तुम ही हो मेरे भगवान
Okay, yeah, so
Awesome.
that's a song, for any teacher, any parent, any principal who is guru to us, and that's our production, which is just a tribute to amazing people like you.
Just a beautiful and very
Thank you
soothing
so
song.
much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rana. And with this, we would like to end this session. It was a great, great session, a wonderful session. A lot of insights have been shared by my beautiful panelists. And thank you so much once again for accepting our invite on 31st December, when everybody, I think, in the world will be might be taking break from their work and enjoying the going of this year, and they would be waiting to welcome the next new year. So thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us, for helping us, for supporting us for today on this platform today. And thank you all the viewers for again supporting us, for staying tuned with us on this for this entire hour of this session, and bearing us, actually tolerating us. So with this, I would like to say a very happy new year to all the panelists, to all the viewers, to Mr. Gagan Rana, to Shreya, and my beautiful panelists once again. So let's together welcome the new year, full of hope and happiness to all of you, and say bye bye to the year 2020, and a lot of learnings we have got. Yes, of course, and we try to use these learnings in the coming year for sure.
Rabia, I
you.
would
Happy New
some
Year. Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year.
I think Shivani ma'am wanted to say something.
Yeah, Rabia, just wanted to compliment you once again. As always, you've been a wonderful host. And thank you so much, Mr. Rana, for creating this platform. I think this was essentially required. And thanks, Shreya, for being the coordination in all of them. Thank you, all my co-panelists. I wish everybody stays healthy and stays safe, and wish you all a very happy New Year.
Same to you, ma'am. And a happy new year, a very healthy happy new year, you can say, for each and everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rabia. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rabia. Happy New
Thank
Year
you,
to all
ma'am.
of you. God bless you all. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay,
Wish you
all
all
right.
the best. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you. So I'll just
Mr. Gagan, just one last line I want to add here. 3 cheers to the teachers community, because they are the ones, those who are working 24/7. Hip hip.
Yes.
Hooray.
Correct.